going to be showing some dots with some different caps. I do tiny ones to rather large ones, and a couple little effects that you can do, and how to translate that onto your pieces. The trick with line quality and with dots, or with anything with can control, is the angle of the can and then the distance away from the wall. So if you're straight on, you're not going to get very close. So you have to get that angle. The closer you get, the smaller the dot. But also, the more you tilt the can, the more angled the spray is going to be. So you'll get like kind of a oblong looking circle. We're gonna do, this is a gold dot right here, but it works same with pretty much any cap, but this one's a little bit thinner than most. What you want to do is, if you want small ones, a little tap. They're pretty consistent. Or if you want one that's kind of faded out, let me stay over here so I don't get paint on them. Spray it upside down until you got nothing but air. And what you're going to get is whatever paint's floating around on the inside of the can is going to go down that stem. And you're going to get these little, real faded, but really cool effect of dots. And you just press as many times as you want until you get the size that you want. This right here, I mean, you really don't need to get much smaller than that. And if you do, what you do is you take the can, angle it against the wall where the cap's just touching. Make sure the cap's good and down first. So it's just barely touching, just tap on it. And you'll get even smaller than these. And that's how you do your really small dots. This is a New York fat cap. What this does, if it's not too windy, it'll give you a hollow spray, cool. Which is really cool for, like, you know, bubbles, for underwater stuff. Now what you can do once you get these hollow dots in, if you want to do a little effect where you just leave the outside, just come in with another dot, just go on the inside. That'll leave you some little bubbles. Pretty cool for, you know, pieces and stuff like that, little tricks around the outside. And the straighter you have the can, the rounder the bubble is going to be. You see how some of these are kind of angled? That's because the can was angled, and that's gonna change your, you know, you're gonna spray out about like this. So the more angle you put, the rounder it'll be like this, and the more paint will be built up on one side. Like you see how this is built on one side. It'll be a consistent round circle with a dot directly in the center if you're straight on the wall. And the final technique I'm going to show is with a needle cap, and I use this for like stars and things like that. But if you got a bunch of stuff that you want to mist in at one time, you got to be really far away from the wall, and you see it does a little splatter pattern. It's really the only thing that I've found that these caps are really good for, but they're really good for it. Because you cover a lot of area in a small amount of time. The only downside is there's a lot of overspray, and there'll be paint. If you're working inside, it's going to be everywhere. But you can do the same thing with the New York Fat or whatever, any kind of fat cap, and it'll give you a little bit more mist to it. You'll see how it has. You can see a little mist, but you can see the dots. It'll be about the same. But the only thing is you'll have a little faded area in there, which could be good, could be bad, depending on what you're wanting to do. But that's it on dots. See you next time.